SummerSlam started off with Finn Balor versus Sami Zayn. Oh, but we're adding Gunther. Oh, but we are adding Kevin Owens, a returning Kevin Owens. That was so sick. It got me out of my chair. I was so excited. I was so happy. I love Kevin Owens so much. And this, and then the match they had was good. It was just a move spam, like you would see in PWG. Good old Kevin Owens, and Kevin Owens wins, and it was awesome. It was awesome. I loved every second of it. Man, Kevin Owens returning. I love Kevin Owens so much. And then next, he's going to do a feud with CM Punk. I'm so excited for that. Kevin Owens versus CM Punk is going to be generational feud. Going to be a generational feud. It makes it must watch Fridays. Must watch SmackDown. You gotta. Kevin Owens, CM Punk is must see TV every day, all day. I was so happy. I they're like, all right, we're adding Gunther. I was like, okay, all right. And they were like, we're adding another. And I was like, oh, okay, so Randy Orton here. That makes sense. He did just do that to Cody. I guess that makes sense. Kevin Owens came out. I was so excited. I was so excited. I love Kevin Owens so much, man. I do. He's top 10 for sure, all time for me. Pretty easily, I'd say. Yeah, I love Kevin Owens so much. He did so great. That match was fun. I had a good time. And then there were some matches. Trick versus Corbin was it was okay. I got on the internet and they're like, this is terrible. It was okay. It was alright. Um Corbin won. I think that was the right decision. I think Corbin is going to have better matches with other people. Him versus Carmelo Hayes has always been good. I think him versus Ilya will be good. That's assuming he holds the title this long. I think he only makes it through one of those feuds. But I love Ilya so much. So yeah, that was mad. I'm sorry. I keep thinking about Kevin Owens coming back, and it's just that's what the thing. Like the Trick Williams and Baron Corbin match, that entire time I was kind of just thinking about Kevin Owens. So like other people were like, oh, because I guess they could focus out of it. I just couldn't. I just couldn't. Kevin Owens. And then there was Danhausen versus Dom, and I was like, actually no, it was Charlotte, Jade, Chelsea, Tiffany, Lash Legend. I actually had fun with this match. Like it definitely wasn't the best ladder match I've ever seen by any means, but it was cool seeing Chelsea Green win. They kind of hyped up Tiffany being in Minnesota a bit too much because the crowd was like, yeah, she's from Minnesota, but like I didn't really know she was from Minnesota until SummerSlam. Like, and I think I was even in the promo where they're like, a little thing that kind of gets overshadowed is I'm from Minnesota. Yeah. So it didn't really play as well into the home crowd, I don't think, because it was like I don't know. I was like, okay, fair enough. But Chelsea Green won, and Tiffany did take some bumps. She took chokes. Like it looked like she was gonna go for a hurricane run, and then Lash threw her down on the ladder. I was like, ooh. And then Chelsea Green ended up winning, and I thought that was a really cool moment for her. It's one of those things where you're like, yeah, that was special. Because, being told, hey, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this, and then doing that feels wonderful. And saying that was also very nice. Danhausen versus Dominic Mysterio, that was a match. That was a match for sure. Was a match that I watched on my TV screen. Yeah, yeah, that was a match for sure. Um, it was cool to see. It was cool to see The one guy, one of the mini Housens doing it, you know, who's a luchador. He was cool. And JD was just murdering some of the other mini Housens, like just murdering them. And I was like, calm down, JD. He's doing things that other people usually do to him. And I was like, you know what? I guess fair enough. I was like, calm down. But yeah, that was the only part that was like, okay, that was a little fun to watch, I guess. With JD just flinging these people around, I was like, okay, I guess. Um, yeah, uh, yeah. Penta versus Gable. Oh yeah, Danhausen wins, and then throws the fake Danhausen money into the crowd. Penta versus Gable. It was really good. I did like it. It was good. It definitely could have been better. It needed like 5 more minutes, I think. I think it needed 5 more minutes exactly. And then it would have been like really, 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 really good. But they probably didn't want to overshadow Reigns and Rollins, and do all this. But I think it needed 5 more minutes, and it would have been insanely good. But it was very good. And Gable winning the big one finally was really, really cool to see. I really enjoyed it. Him with the title, and then he he did the promo he did whenever he lost the El Grande Americano match, but did it in a way for the Intercontinental Championship, which I thought was really cool. And I was very happy to see that. I was very, 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 very happy to see that. Shout out Chad Gable, and you deserve this 1,000%. But also Ben had a great reign, great reign. He delivered. Some people thought it was going to just be a transitional reign, ended up being better. Shout out that. Then Reigns versus Rollins. There's a lot of cool spots that I liked. For example, there was one where they're just countering their usual moves. Like, so Roman goes for a spear, Roman leapfrogs, doom, right into the corner, which I thought was really, really cool. And then there was one where Seth does his usual superplex off the top rope, and then goes for another thing, and then gets put in a guillotine. And I thought that was a cool counter. Um, and then they were doing Dean Ambrose's finishers, which I thought was really, really cool, doing Dean Ambrose things. And they mentioned Dean Ambrose on the commentary, which I thought was sick. And yeah, I actually really liked this match. I did. I actually did like it. There are parts where I was like, it's a little slow. I think they did get a bit too cutesy towards the end. I do think they did get a bit too cutesy. But I did like the match. I did like the match quite a bit. Um, yeah. Yeah, they did get a bit too cutesy though, especially with the towards the end. I wish they did that a little faster, but I liked the match. It was a very good main event. It was for sure a main event match, and I did like that. Um, Kevin Owens come back. That was the thing of the night for me. Say what you will, Kevin Owens coming back was the thing of the night. And then I sat and waited for the post conference, and he's like, and then on the WWE champion thing, we're gonna have to wait and talk about that at a later date. He said he's going all out, whether he only gets 2 years of wrestling or whatever. He is going to go all out. I love Kevin Owens so much. Punker, you're gonna have to look at them lights, buddy. You're gonna have to look at them lights. I know, but Kevin Owens needs that championship. That belt needs to go on Kevin Owens. That's my review.